You guys, weekend 2 of Coachella is finally here, and honestly, after the absolute fever dream that was last weekend, I am genuinely terrified for what we're about to see. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm looking at the schedule and I'm just thinking, are we in for a repeat of Pizza Puke Ella? Because I'm sorry, but the vibes are rancid. The energy, dark, the influencers, losing their actual minds.
So, pizza real quick. The pizza in question. She's huge. This pizza is humongous. Why was a slice 20 what? 23? $25 for a slice.
There has been so much noise about this specific Coachella, the downfall energy, the food poisoning scandals, the literal mess of it all. And it's not just the stuff we've already seen. There's new tea leaking out about weekend 2 that makes everything from weekend 1 look like a tea party. We have to get into this because people are desperately wondering how this second weekend is even going to function when the first one was, quite frankly, a total disaster for most people. I'm talking influencers crying on TikTok because the festival wasn't like the pictures, the Airbnb apocalypse where hosts were canceling on people literally as they pulled into the driveway just so they could relist the house for triple the price. It is pure greed and chaos, and all of this just because everyone is trying to chase that one viral moment. But guys, it gets so much weirder than just overpriced houses and bad vibes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because things in Hollywood are moving fast right now, and I'm posting every single time there's a new celebrity update. Okay, let's talk about the one thing from last weekend that is still making my stomach turn just thinking about it, the Puke Ella food drama. I luckily didn't experience this myself, thank God, but tell me why half of my feed was people getting violently ill. I'm not exaggerating. There's this creator, Tyler Wells, and he posted a recap that was basically a horror story. He said he came down with a stomach virus on Friday, literally day 1, right after eating pizza inside the festival. And he wasn't the only one. He said he's since been informed that a bunch of other people got taken out by the same pizza.
Good morning. It's 7:21. You guys, I had a night. I came to sleep and at 3:40, I woke up to my stomach burning. I ran to the bathrooms and I was there for an hour, but everything's okay now.
So I tried spicy pie for the first time yesterday at Coachella. Now I'm finding out that other people felt sick afterwards, and I felt so queasy afterward, and I had to go to the porta potty. So that's how you know it was really, really bad. I was so desperate that I had to go in the porta potty.
Okay, this Pizzagate at Coachella is actually crazy. So I have a little bit of time, but I want to touch on this. This poor pizza place that is getting blamed for everyone getting sick is crazy, because I had multiple friends who were at Coachella who ate the pizza. I actually also ate the pizza on Sunday. There's also a rumor it's $25. The pizza was $12. It was actually pretty big. I would say if you cut it in half, it could be 2 slices, and it didn't hurt my stomach. So I don't know if maybe it was a bad batch of pizza on a certain day. I just feel like this Pizzagate is getting really out of hand, because I had friends who ate it all weekend just because it was the cheapest thing. It was the cheapest food option, is literally what happened. And I feel like Coachella just gets so much overhyped dramaticness. So I'll say that.
Can you imagine? You pay thousands of dollars to be there. You eat 1 slice of pepperoni, and 2 hours later, you're rallying for Sabrina Carpenter while your body is literally shutting down. Tyler said he had to pay $400 for an IV at camp. $400! And it only helped him for an hour. He missed the entire weekend. He missed Justin Bieber. Imagine laying in a medical tent, shivering while you hear Baby playing in the distance. That is actual, literal torture. But wait, this is where it gets weird. People started investigating which pizza it was. Was it Prince Street? Was it spicy pie? Everyone was pointing fingers. And while some people said they were fine, the sheer volume of "I ate the pizza and now I'm meeting God" posts it's a pattern, guys. Is it a coincidence? Or is there something seriously wrong with the infrastructure this year? Because it feels like the influencer tax has finally hit the food court, and we're paying for it with our health.
Do you guys get sick from the pizza at Coachella? Well, I didn't, because I went to Prince Street. This is the spot you want to be going if you're at Coachella. It's right next to the outdoor stage. There's most definitely going to be a line for it. And if you've never had it, it's the best pizza you'll find at Coachella. It kept us full all throughout the festival. Check it out if you're going weekend 2.
And if you think the food was a mess, let's look at the Bieber effect. This is insane. Before Justin performed his surprise set on Saturday, you could get Weekend 2 tickets for basically face value. Nobody was stressed. Then Justin hops on stage for 5 minutes and suddenly, boom. TickPick posted that the cheapest ticket sold 2 weeks ago was around $639. After Bieber, people are listing them for $2,034. On StubHub, I saw GA tickets for $3,000 for one weekend. But that's not even the worst part. I'm sorry, but I saw the price for the main stage tables and I nearly fainted.
Damn! If this is true, this is insane. But apparently, Weekend 2, 3-day pass Coachella tickets, are now potentially going to be the most expensive tickets on record for Coachella overall. Apparently 2 weeks ago, the regular GA ticket was going for $650. Now, cheapest GA ticket is $2.7K? That's insane. Now, what I will say is TickPick. I don't know why you said after Bieber's performance. I mean, there were a lot of performers and this is a 3-day pass, so it's everyone. It's a collection. It's a group of people doing a great job. But holy shit. $2,769. That's fucking unreal. What are you guys' thoughts, though? Coachella tickets, will you be going Weekend 2?
Are you guys ready for this? To sit at a table near the main stage for one day, it's $50,000. Like, what is actually happening? Who is paying $50,000 for a table to eat mid-pizza and potentially get sick? It has to be the Jeff Bezos of the world because for any normal human, that is a down payment on a house. But this brings me to a bigger question. Why the sudden desperation? Why is the price skyrocketing now? This is where things change. People are sensing that something big is planned for Weekend 2 because Weekend 1 felt like a rehearsal. And that brings us to the Sabrina Carpenter of it all. So, we saw the set times for Weekend 2 come out, and the Coachella Twitter account basically posted them with a caption that said, "Here, damn! They are clearly tired of us guys," but buried in those set times was a tiny detail that people are losing their minds over. Sabrina Carpenter's set was extended by 10 minutes. Last week, she was 9:05 to 10:35. This week, 9 to 10:40. Why does she need 10 extra minutes? I'm telling you, the rumors are swirling that Madonna is coming out. Now, I know what you're thinking. We heard this last week, and yeah, I got the same text last week saying Madonna and Taylor Swift were definitely coming out, and instead we got Will Ferrell. Don't get me wrong, I love Ron Burgundy, but it wasn't Madonna. But wait, this time there's actually evidence. Madonna just announced the sequel to her album Confessions. And the rumor is that Sabrina is a featured artist. They're reportedly doing a mashup tonight. Is it a coincidence that she announced the album this week and Sabrina's set got longer this week? Am I the only one seeing this pattern? And then we have the Anima situation. Last week was a total heartbreak for him. His main stage set was canceled because of the winds right after Sabrina. He did a surprise set later, but he didn't get his moment. Tonight is his redemption, and everyone is holding their breath. If the wind kicks up again, I think the Coachella is cursed narrative is going to go fully nuclear. And don't even get me started on the girl group drama. Cat's Eye, they were at the festival, hanging out with Chappelle Roan doing Nylon House. But Mano was nowhere to be seen in the campaign photos for their Gap collab. But then, get this, her designed hoodie is still for sale?
Manon has been on hiatus, and we love her so much, and we know that she's doing well. She got to talk to the fans about it, and we're just really excited, and we're really just rooting for all of us.
Love her so much, and we built this together.
What is the status here? 1 minute she's in, the next she's out, then she's designing clothes but not in the photos. It is so confusing, and the fans are rightfully spiraling. We're seeing these incomplete loops everywhere. No one is giving straight answers, and it feels like the entire industry is just holding its breath for a collapse. This is where it gets really dark for me. When you look at all of this together, the $50,000 tables, the mass food poisoning, the influencer begging for invites, the resale prices jumping 300% in a day, it feels like Coachella isn't a music festival anymore. It's a survival horror game for the elite. We're seeing a pattern of manufactured chaos. The organizers know that the more messy it is, the more we talk about it. The more we talk about it, the more people want to go to see the disaster for themselves. It's the disaster tourism of 2026. But I'm wondering, what happens when the unexpected becomes the expected? Tyler Wells said this weekend was a reminder that your health comes first, but how many people are going to ignore that just for a chance to see a 10-minute Madonna cameo? I'm also holding out hope for Olivia Rodrigo. She's been spotted having dinner with Geese lead singer Cameron Winter. Everyone thinks it's romantic, but I'm over here like, is this a Coachella thing? She just released Drop Dead. She's selling merch that says, live at a festival near you. The breadcrumbs are there. So we're heading into tonight. Is Sabrina going to bring out the Queen of Pop? Is Anima going to finally get his set? Or are we just going to see another wave of people in the medical tent paying $400 for an IV because of the spicy pie mystery? I want to know what you guys think. Are we watching the literal downfall of the influencer era in real time? Is the Bieber effect just a temporary high before the bubble pops? Tell me if you're going or if you went last weekend and survived the pizza. I need the boots on the ground intel. This whole thing is just... it's insane. It's messy. It's Coachella. I love you guys so much. Stay hydrated, avoid the pizza, allegedly, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.